In this video, I'll be showing you the most powerful method of all time. So be sure to listen carefully. You can donate to my video by supporting my channel. You can subscribe and like. Most importantly, subscribe and place a like. You can also watch and share. Comment and rewatch is the best way to improve. And your pick 3 double down method, which prevails all over any other pick 3 method out there. You can use my closed captioning button on this video, and thanks for anybody who has used my closed captioning button for a better understanding of my video. You can also donate by typing on the link below or clicking under each of my video to donate and support my video or channel. And if you have any question, feel free to email me. I will respond as soon as possible. Now let's look at the pick 3 method that people has used. The 317 method, which is similar to the 13 method by adding 1 until you get back to your current number. And the pyramid method, which you utilize 6 digits for your pyramid instead of 9 that the tic-tac-toe method uses. You're using less numbers in the pyramid, and the normal tic-tac-toe method by adding 1 or subtracting 1. So you're using your tic-tac-toe grid and you're using your past number, and you're putting it on the grid by adding 1 and subtracting 1 to all your numbers from your last drawing until you fill the tic-tac-toe grid. Using any combination to play your numbers or not to play your numbers, meaning combinations such as the ones I've shown you in the videos or the ones that I've shown you in the past videos. For example, the 15x, 05x, and the 10x are combination numbers, which occurs every month. And you're guaranteed to see those combinations comes out. But that combination can go a long streak without coming out. And we all know that long streak, you could be losing a lot of money. Also, using the spread method as in 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, or any other spread. There are a total of 1,000 spread out there, from 000 through 999. So you either subtract, or add and subtract at the same time the spread numbers to your current numbers to get your sets of new numbers, where you play them for the next drawing. Also, the pick 3 grid, utilizing a set of numbers in the grid to pick your numbers. And where you get those numbers are very difficult because there's so much numbers to pick from. And each time you want to play, you're going to have to do up the grid again. And in this game, pick 3, the most easiest game, you don't need to do any grid to complicate any type of result. Because you're spending money, you don't need to complicate yourself or make yourself more work, because you're not getting any money. You're giving them money, so why complicate yourself? So all these methods are inconsistent, and it's not guaranteed to win a lot of money. You want to hit more than one time per draw. The only method that can hit more than one time per draw is the double down method for pick 3. And I have seen it hits 7 times per draw. So what you do is you either play the back pair or the front pair, and you ignore the middle. So how do you play the front pair or back pair? By changing the first 2 digits or the last 2 digits, going counterclockwise as shown in my previous videos on the double down method. And you're covering, for each angle you go, you start angle 1. For example, this is 018. You start from 018. You go counterclockwise or you go clockwise. I go clockwise, so you go clockwise, and you change each angle, the front pair or the back pair, to 00 through 99. Because it's double down method, you playing double numbers only. And you can see that double number will come up a lot of times for each country or state. For example, using the double down method, you use the last redraw. This is the update for July, New York. And the last 3 draws are 044, 618, and 628. By using the double down method on the back pair, your profit would be an increase of $1,000 for that draw. You're changing the angle 810, the 826, and the 884. To 855, meaning you're changing the back pair to a double 5 to get your 855 midday winning number. Also, you change the 816 to an 855. Also, by getting the 855 winning number. So for that tic-tac-toe, you hit the 855 4 times on 4 different angles going counterclockwise. The angle that hit are 7, 8, 9, and 10. 7, 8, 9, and 10. The double down method will double your money if the winning number is on an angle, which, as shown here, the 8 was on an angle, so you hit that winning number 3 times. For July 28th, it's back to back. The winning number was 044, and the last 3 drawings are 618, 628, and 106. And you hit the 044 by changing the back pair for a profit of $250. So the angle that hit the 044 was the 021. By changing the 21 to double 4, you hit the back pair 1 time. Remember, when you go counterclockwise, you're playing all the angles and all the digits from 00 through 99. And the total cost will be $80 to play all 16 angles. at 50 cents straight. Now for July 25th, couple of days before, you hit the 992 3 times because the 2 was at an angle. So the last redraw was 057, 071, and 082. By changing the 07, 08, and the 71 to a double 9, you get the front pair 992 3 times. So the angle that hit was angle 1 going diagonal, angle 4 going down, and angle 14 going from left to right. And for July 19, the 332 that came for evening, you hit that number 3 times for $750 because the 332 hit the front pair by using the matrix. So that means for only this draw, you don't have to play all angles, you only play the matrix numbers, meaning 2 consecutive numbers only. So any number in the tic-tac-toe that have 2 consecutive numbers, when you do the double down numbers going counterclockwise from angle 1 to angle 16, you play. That means the total spending you would only have to spend was approximately $20 for all your matrix numbers. Otherwise, you spent $80 playing all the number, which will guarantee you $750 in profit because you're changing the 392 going down, 172 going diagonal, and the 792 going from right to left. By changing the front pair will give you $750. How do you know which one will come? The front pair or the back pair? If you see that the front pair has been coming up, that means the back pair is due. So you play the back pair. If you see the back pair has been coming out a lot, you play the front pair. That means the front pair is due. But if you see an equal amount of number, then you go and you play whichever you think is coming out. Meaning, look at the overdue numbers. That means going back 1 month before to see if there are more front pair or back pair to get your results for your current draw. And the 244 has hit 4 times by using the double down method by changing the back pair. Your past 3 numbers are 877, 294, and 240. And by changing the 822, the 792, and the 042 to a 442, you hit the double down method 3 times because the 2 was at an angle. You also hit the double down method by changing the 492 to a 442. So the angle that hit was angle 2 going down, angle 5 going diagonal, 8 going across, and 7 going across from right to left. The other hit for New York was a back pair. You can look at your winning numbers. The 063, angle 15, when you change the 063, and angle 15 for the back pair, the 63 to a double 2, you hit the 022 1 time. And also the 306 for July, angle 11. You change the back pair, the 06 to a double 0, you get your 300 also. So if you tally the total hits for the front pair, you hit 7 times for 1,750. And if you tally the back pair, you hit total of 11 times for $2,750. So when you add the back pair and the front pair, your maximum earning for the month of July should be $4,500 if you combine the back pair or the front pair play. That's why the double down method has been the most powerful method out there, and has been its own league, and no other method can compare to this method. And this method is the method you should be playing, because that's the method that will get you a lot of winning, which no other method out there can do that. Now, I'm going to show you Missouri, because some viewer out there has been debating on how you can get your hits, and I'll be showing you also Missouri. Your last three winning numbers are 027, 354, and 838. And if you go to that site, the numbers are not organized, so you have to organize before you can form the tic-tac-toe. And by changing the back pair, you hit 799 3 times for 750. So 027, the 720, you change 20 to a 99. 758, 748, you change the back pair to a 99 also. By changing the 58 and the 48 to a 99, you get 799 by using the double down method. Further looking down for July, you hit the 770 by changing the front pair. That means the 790, the 500, and the 187. You change the 790 out there. You also change the 100 going across, and you also change the 700 going from bottom to top. By changing the front pair to a 777, you hit 700 3 times, and also the 500 going across. You change the 500 to a 770, you get an extra hit for $1,000. That means by changing the front pair of each angle, you'll hit the 770 4 times. The winning angles were angle 16, going up from left to right, angle 13, going diagonal, and also angle 10 from bottom to top. And going further down the date, you have front pair hit also for 778. The last redraw was 288, 423, and 770. And by changing the front pair, you hit 778 4 times. You're changing the 288, 728, and 778 to a 038, to a 778. So you're changing the 288, 728, and 038 to a 778. You're going to hit 3 times by using the double down method. You also hit the double down method by changing the 728 to a 778. So your total hit for this draw will be $1,000 in net profit. You see, the X means that instead of putting a 7 over there, I put an X over there so you don't get confused. Because those two spots are not the hitting spot. So to try to not confuse you, I place an X over the number. So the winning angle or angle 16 going across, 13 going diagonal, 12 going from bottom to top, 11 going from bottom to top, and 10 going from bottom to top also. For further hit, for Missouri, you have 708, angle 15, by changing the back pair to a 733. By changing the 08 to a 33, using the double down method, you hit 733 one time. And for the 933, you hit 3 times on the back pair by changing the 922 on angle 16. At 933 remains unchanged, angle 1, and 973 angle 2, which also remains unchanged. 973 changing the back pair 73. To a 33. So for that day, you hit 933 3 times. So if you tally the number of hits out there, you hit total of about 7 times for back pair, which is 1,750. And for the front pair, you hit about 8 times for a total of 2,000. Now, as you can see, the front pair on this draw has hit 4 times. And as you can see, that most of the time for Missouri, it's been hitting 3 or 4 times for either front pair or back pair, which no other method can get you. So if you combine your back pair and front pair play, you hit total of $3,750, almost $4,000 in net profit. And how do you know which will come? If there's a lot of front pair that occurs during the month, that means a back pair is due, so you play the back pair. If there's a lot of back pair that occur during the month, you focus on the front pair, that means the front pair is due. Otherwise, you go back to your last month and see how many front pair and back pair that came for you to pick your current draw number. If you can't decide to play the back or the front pair because the back and the front pair has been coming out consistently during the course of the month. So get ready for an even better method on my video. Be sure to donate and subscribe, and also share and like my video. And thanks for watching, and I'll be updating you on the next month of August on this method. So make sure you use the method if you want to win big.